Alright, g'day, good evening, whichever you prefer, depending on where in the world you might be. And welcome to Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts version 0.6 Alpha 1. A very nice and totally not at all tongue twister of a name there. Now this is, well, brand new game, pretty much just became available. And it is, well, it's basically a game where you design or build a ship to achieve a certain task, and then you've actually got to try and carry out that task, and hopefully your design doesn't fail in spectacular fashion. Now, I'm going to give you a warning, your design is more than likely going to fail in spectacular fashion, but it's all about the process and the journey, is it not? So, that's what we're going to go for. And I'm going to have to apologise, I'm probably going to sound pretty ill, so, because, well, I am. I'm all congested and my throat's got that nice cough, so if I suddenly go silent, that's me hopefully muting the microphone in time for a coughing fit. If not, well, I apologise. Let's just close this, and we are greeted with the menu. So we got Dreadnought of some sort here. But that's not what we're here for. We want to go to the Naval Academy. There's no campaign yet. It says new campaign, but it doesn't exist yet. So, Naval Academy is what we want to do. You can see I've played these ones already, but let's start off here. So, it gives you, these are your missions. Here it tells you your objective: destroy a stationary target as fast as you can. Test the significance of gun technology and firepower versus a heavily armoured ship that is stationary and will not shoot back. You must destroy the target within the time limit. So you get some requirements here. So you're building a battleship in this case, because there's a few different ship types, and you're given the funds. So in this case, you know, $7.6 million, which for the time period the game is set in, this will be, for this early objective, pretty much around the pre-Dreadnought era. So that's going to be, I don't know what the conversion rate is, but a hell of a lot by modern standards in any case. So I can't really go off that. And yeah, so you get told what your enemy, so your enemy, one battleship, time limit 17 minutes, and we have to sink all enemies. Then it tells you some constraints. So enemy is immobile, as we've told, they're not going to move. They have 10 inches of maximum armor, so we want to have a gun that can penetrate 10 inches of maximum armor, or we're not really going to get very far with the whole destroying them process. They will not shoot any weapons, so they're not going to fire at us, so armor isn't really that big of a deal for us to worry about. And both sides will not shoot torpedoes, so they won't shoot torpedoes, but we can't shoot them either, so that is a thing. And then you've got options here, they give you bonuses, so here you go. Enhance the effectiveness of secondary guns, gives us some bonus tech. Now what that means is basically you get extra tech points to unlock various improvements to your design. Now, I presume in the campaign these will be things you research. As it is, you can only choose these from your bonus right now. So, you've got optimized secondary guns, which improves small guns tech. Optimized main guns, which is the one we'll probably want to go, which will give us better big guns. And then balanced guns, which gives you a little bit of each, and some explosives, you know, the actual bits you need to fire the guns. So, we're going to go with optimized main guns and click start. So here we are in the basic building window. Now, straight away you've got at the top here what your weight is, so 14,500, that is our displacement, which is set on this slider over here. That is how much the ship overall weighs. The bigger the ship, the more expensive it is, so this is where your cost is. So you've always got to keep in mind that your cost is a limiting factor. Especially as on some of the later missions, you can have more than one ship, but if your ship is too expensive, you'll only have one. So unless it's a really good ship, you might have difficulty. So you might have to budget and rationalize there, which is kind of fun. So you've got to optimize around what you want to do. So let's go and see. So we're apparently building an Italian ship. It seems there's no way to pick nation, you just get a random one each time you load one of these missions right now. So, the battleship Concordia. So, we've got some basic information right now, but we want to go about building this. Now, it tells us we need a main tower. We can't pick a hull, we've only got this option here right now. So, we will go to main tower, and we get given a few different options. You'll see they all have different stats. So one that I find is quite useful is having your base and long range accuracy quite high. So the more expensive ones take more crew, which is a limiting factor on the hull, I believe. But they are, well, more expensive and they're heavier. And they tend to be bulkier, so they take up more space. But we're going to sit that one on right there. So hopefully you place that with a left click and then right click cancels it. That took me a little while to figure out. Secondary tower is needed most of the time. It sort of does much the same thing. But you can see it also does things like damage control, aiming speed, tower spotting, and torpedo spotting. So we'll just stick the best one on the back here too. There we go. And right click to unselect. So that is our basics. So we've got a very early pre-Dreadnought looking design right here. Now, the funnels is a tricky one. You'll see it tells us we need at least one. If we scroll down on these stats, engine efficiency, that is determined by your funnels. Basically, the more funnel capacity you have, the better your engines perform. You can see right now our engine efficiency is 0, so we get minus 95 to acceleration and minus 90 to torque. So basically, this ship isn't going to go anywhere right now, because there's literally no way for the steam to get out. So we're going to need to put some of these in. You can see they've all got different stats that do different things. So let's try sticking the triple funnels on there. Can we fit? We can fit one, but I want one that's a bit smaller if possible. No, they're all too big, unfortunately. So we're going to have... Hang on. Let's unselect that. Let's move that back. Stick the big one at the front. There we go. That looks a little bit better to me than having a big one at the back for literal no reason. Whereas having a big one at the front makes sense. Elevate it higher, keep the smoke clear from the bridge. Which you want to do. Let's see. We need guns now. So... let's use WSA and D to move. Q and E will rotate. R and T will rotate parts you've picked up. Main guns, we want centerline guns. Biggest we can fit, because of our tech, is 13-inch gun. If we go with them, we can fit them. You can see they can't fit right at the back because they're too big, so we'll have to use that point there. Now, these are really heavy, so they're going to immediately push us over our weight limit, which is fine, because we've got room to make the ship bigger for the moment. So we'll add one on the back as well. So there we go. We've got two 13-inch main guns. Now we want to check their details there, so we can see their penetration is 13.8 inches of armor, that's belt, or 0.3 inches of deck armor at 1,000 meters. But it quickly falls off, so we know our target has 10 inches of belt armor maximum. So for these guns to penetrate, we'll have to get basically to about 2.5 kilometers. Probably about 3 is going to be sort of where the cutoff point is. But you can see with our accuracy, we're going to want to do that anyway, because beyond sort of 2,500 meters, our accuracy really plummets. So we might be able to fire at longer range, but we don't really want to do that because it's not going to benefit us in any way. So let's increase our displacement. Let's go maybe... what can we get away with? Oh, that's too expensive, so we have to limit it to about 15,500. So with that, those guns are going to be too heavy. So one thing we can do is reduce it to single barrel, because you can see 922 tons for 2 barrels, 612 for 1. So if we stick that, we're still overweight. But if we do that for both sides, what's that going to leave us with? That's going to leave us with 15,974, so we're still too heavy. But our cost is a little bit better, so maybe we could fit that on. Let's try it out. Yeah, we're really limited on the cost here, yeah, because that's the biggest we can go, and still too heavy. So I think we're not going to be carrying those guns. You can see it also, the displacement changes the size of the ship. So we'll ditch these because they're literally too heavy for us. Which is a shame. They would be nice to use. 12s. They've got slightly better accuracy. Even the 11s will pen. But you have to get even closer. But we know the enemy's not going to be firing on us. But we could try these. So let's try singles because they're lighter. That still gets us to 15,000 whatever. But because the guns are cheaper, we can probably get away with being bigger. Not quite, because it's still actually too much. That's a pain. Also, our engine efficiency is abysmal. So that's, yeah, we're not going to get away with that either, which is a shame. Because we're limited. I mean, we could change our armor, but we can't really change it much. Like you see, we can go to compound armor, but we don't have the technology for better than that. So, 11-inch, yep, that'll still pen. We still have to get close, but we can pen. So we'll stick these on. Going the full out pre-Dreadnought level. There we go. Now we're going to need some secondary guns. They're going to be in casemates. Let's just go 6-inch if we can get away with them. Yeah, we're overweight, so that's immediately not going to work. We got any engine tech? No, we don't have any engines, any boilers. No, because that will reduce the weight, because we've got to really watch that. So let's remove them. Look, actually that's quite a big drop, so let's try from 5s. Still too heavy. Well, what we can do, we can reduce the range. We don't really need the range, it's kind of a non-stat right at the moment. And we could also drop the speed, because we know the enemy isn't going to be moving. That will free us up some displacement. It'll also mean that we need smaller engines. Our efficiency is going to be better. So that works for that. Now let's go full Dreadnought, and let's get some 3-inch guns. We'll chuck them in these points here. There we go. Looking a bit more Dreadnoughty. Secondary guns. Do we want to put any 2s anywhere? Can we put them anywhere is a question. You can see here, they'd be blocked by the gun, but we can, in theory, put one immediately behind the turret. Not sure that's going to be particularly valuable, but we could, in theory, do it. Oh, we can put some up here, though. That's actually a pretty good spot for them, so we'll stick some up here. Give some more torpedo boat coverage. Not that we're going to be facing any here. They would have poor sector of fire there, it reckons, but it was going to let me place them. I suppose, yeah, because the boats are literally going to block them there. But can I place them there anyway? So let's say, can I place... Oh, it's a little fiddly. There. Ah, no, it's placing them inside. That's not what I had in mind. Can I put... Oh, put one there? No, it's too close. But I can put one literally right in front of that gun. That seems like a terrible idea, so I'm not going to do that. I'm going to leave that as is. Let's address our engine efficiency. Can we go... and we won't fit another triple funnel, but we got to go something like that, but that's going to be too big. So let's move that. Put another 2. There you go. Funnel monster. That seems a little excessive. Let's not do that. That works, actually, yeah. So you got 2 tall funnels and then 3 shorter ones. That's not bad, because that's, yeah, 19 versus those are 6. So those are 12 for 2 of them. So, that works alright. Gives an interesting look to our ship. Now, we got some displacement ready, so we could look at improving our armor. Not that we need it, because our enemy is literally not going to fire back at us. But, handy to do. We got 10 inches of belt, so that's not terrible. I mean, that means we're going to be penetrated by guns our own size. Yeah, close range anyway. Further out, it'll be alright, so that's something you want to keep an eye on. We'll sort of leave it as that for now. Barbettes, we literally don't have any. We can't fit any rangefinders because we don't have the technology for it. We increase the speed much. That's going to affect our engine capacity, isn't it? Yeah. We'll leave it at 20 knots. That's a pretty good speed for a pre-Dreadnought anyway. Standard bulkheads. Yeah, we don't have any technology for any of these, I don't think. Oh, we could do a Citadel. So that increases the cost, but improves resistance things. No, we won't worry about that for now. We'll actually just go like this, I think. Can we increase the range at all? No, that's going to be too much, so... bulkheads? No, too many. Okay, we'll just leave it like that. That looks fine to me. So we got quite a few guns. We'll see how this goes. Well, we don't have many main guns. That's our drawback. We don't have a lot of firepower with our main gun. But our minor ones, they're pretty good. So hopefully they will do something. Let's click to continue. There we go. So we are the Italian Empire versus the German Empire. So you'll see, actually we'll stop because we don't need to actually sail anyway. The actual battle map is a strategy type thing. So you right click to give orders, as you can see. You left click it unselects them. You can select other things to designate. You don't know what the ship is yet because we haven't identified it, even though it is literally right there in front of us. And you'll see we've got one division with one ship. And we don't control the firing. The ship will fire itself. This lever here will control the speed. This will be manual steering if you're not right clicking. Oh, there goes the main gunfire. Here, we can change our gunfire mode so we can tell them to not fire at all. We can tell them to save ammo, fire normally, or fire at any range. Same with the shell type, we could tell them to use different shell types if we've got it, and then we can give basic movement orders. In this case, we could tell it to keep at a steady course, or tell it to retreat, which will have it automatically point away from the nearest ship. Or, we could give the AI control, which we don't want to do. So, for the moment, we'll see our ship is just firing on the immobile German battleship. The BB Kronprinz, or how you pronounce it. They have 11-inch guns, 8-inch guns, and 4-inch guns, but of course we know they are not going to fire at us. Now, our small guns aren't really going to be doing much. You can see we've got this report here telling us what is doing things. Our 2-inch guns are doing tiny bits of damage. The 5s are doing some, but not much. Our 3s are not going to be doing much either. Oh, but those 11s, when they hit, will be doing something. So, this is, yeah, nice, easy, learn how to play the game with the target that's not really doing anything. So we'll go over, have a look at our target, which will be a randomly generated ship design. Interesting that it's using American-style cage masts. But yeah, so you can see here, you've got, your ships have a structure and a flotation thing. Either of those hitting 0 will mean the ship is lost. Now, floating is obviously flooding, so we've literally just penetrated the hull somewhere, so the ship is now flooding. We can see which compartment is flooding. The more bulkheads you have in your ship, I believe the more compartments there are shown on this, so the more damage can be controlled. Because damage can spread like the fire. You can see this ship is pretty much on fire everywhere. And we get, when you highlight a target or click on it, information on the top about it. So we can see what its top speed is, its armor, See, it's bulkheads, it's ammunition and that. I'm guessing that's somehow, like, you know, intel. But yeah, interesting looking design for a ship. They've gone the twin guns, which we couldn't fit. But they've got a 17,000 ton ship, we've got a 16,500. But ours is capable of 20 knots, whereas theirs can do 15. So theirs is not the fastest ship. But it doesn't matter, because at the moment it is literally quite on fire. That's not going to end well for you, I don't think. I wish we had a way to, like, tell our gunners whereabouts to aim. You see, some of the small guns are aiming at the hull, but that's where the armor is going to be stronger, so it's not really going to do a lot. But what can you do? So we'll switch back to our ship. Wait for these guns to fire. At least I suppose having singles means we fire a little easier. Oh, he sank. I suppose because he's literally just entirely ablaze. That'd do it. That'd do it alright. Okay, so mission complete. There we go. So, now we can do another one. Destroy a lightly armoured target. Test the significance of gun technology and firepower versus a fast-moving light cruiser. Heavy and rapid secondary fire guns might be useful against this ship, whilst more advanced big guns can neutralize quickly due to their increased accuracy. And there we go. One light cruiser, same funds before, still building a battleship. Enemy will never retreat. So, we'll go main guns again. Yes, why not? And we'll start. So we could basically build the same ship as before if we wanted to. So maybe that is what we'll do. Except, can we fit? I was going to say, no, there's not going to be any real big guns, but we need something that's probably got a good rate of fire and good accuracy. So they fall off a bit. Actually, hang on, we'll put the tower on that. We'll determine accuracy first, because they give good bonuses to it. Main guns, let's see. 72, 27, 69, 27. So it looks like there's pretty uniform, but the 9s would be lighter, so we can fit a bigger secondary battery if we go with them. So we'll do them. I mean, that's pretty light for a battleship is the question, because that's only 8.3, so maybe we want to have something that could, in theory, 10 more. So yeah, we'll stick with the 11s. Stick twin turrets on though this time, so we can drop the speed further if we need to. Actually, we'll do that now. We'll drop the speed down 21 knots for now. We can drop it down further if we need to. But let's increase the bulkheads, because we will need that. Range can go down because we don't need to worry about that. Secondary gun, no, casemates. We'll go the 5s again because the 6s are just so damn heavy. And we'll fit them in there too, why not? So we're going quite the heavy secondary battery. Let's just increase our displacement for now. Do we have anywhere for 3s? No, we don't, so we'll put in 3s wherever we can fit them. Can we fit up here? Yes, we can fit them up here too. Okay, that's cool. So we'll fit some there. Won't let us fit any there. We could put them on there, but it's not going to work. Can we fit any anywhere else? No, so we could have some guns on the bridge, and then some, I guess, in the middle there, which would be pointless. Let's get the funnels in. We're going to need them. Let's go dual funnels. Why not? That's a very classic pre-Dreadnought thing. Like that. What have we got now? So we are... scrolling out, we're trying to go for... Let's reduce our speed further. We don't need to be particularly fast. Can we fit more dual funnels? Yes, we can. It pushes us over the limit, so we're going to have to get bigger. And that relocated them, so let's put them back. There we go. Also, we're overweight. Okay. Oh, did I? Yeah, I got rid of the rear tower. Oops. It's an interesting looking ship, but too heavy. I want to keep at least standard bulkheads. Can we improve our armor? We can increase the strength of it, but that doesn't reduce the weight of it. Also, I just realized I missed a gun there. I really missed a gun there. Oh, no, I suppose actually because it made the ship bigger, so it gave us more mounts for them. That really wouldn't have helped with our weight issues at all, but it looks cool having that many guns sticking out the sides of the ship. We could always reduce the speed again, but you can only get limited benefit from that. You don't have any engine tech. No. We could reduce the armor a bit, but what's our main guns? They are... Okay, we want to engage probably around 2,500 meters, so 8.8. So we want to keep probably our 10-inch belt. The extended, we could thin that out a little, but that's not really going to benefit us much. Turret and conning tower we want to leave. Secondaries, we could reduce that a little bit. We can't really save a lot of weight there. Our engine efficiency now is quite high, so we could, in theory, reduce one of these towers for one that weighs a bit less. Like, say we stuck this one on. Oh, it's trying to build a second one. Go away. I don't need to build a second one. There we go. So now we are within our weight limit. That funnel I want to move back just to balance out the design a bit. There we go. No, we don't need any of them. Yeah, so that is our pre-Dreadnought. Can we add back any of that armor we took off? No. It's literally right on the borderline. So we're not going to be able to increase the speed with that, are we? No. No, that literally is as much as we can go. Okay, an 18-knot Dreadnought with 4 11-inch guns and 28 5-inch guns, and then 2 3s, so there's like no real point in them. Let's just say they're saluting guns or something, I don't know. And yes, it is a Spanish battleship, the San Juan, I guess is how you pronounce that. So let's just see, we've used 100% of our weight and 94% of our cost. Let's see how this one goes. Okay, so it's the Spanish Empire versus the Chinese Empire. That is interesting. I'm guessing we are going to be, theoretically then, in the Pacific somewhere. So, you know, the Spanish were there. Oh, and we're already opening fire. So, oh yeah, because we are basically at our ideal range as it is for what we wanted. Our 3-inch guns are the ones firing. Oh, there you go, one of our main guns firing too. smoke effects are pretty good, and the water looks pretty good in my opinion too. I just want to see it fire all those 5-inch guns again. So yeah, their accuracy isn't very good, but we do have a lot of them. What are we fighting? We don't know what we're fighting yet, but we can go have a look at it. And I sort of identify what he's armed with. It looks like 6-inch guns, maybe? Or 5s? Do you have any torpedoes? Not that I can see. Yeah, he doesn't have any torpedoes that I can see. Ah, he's got 4-inch guns, 3-inch guns. Oh, no, he does have torpedoes, which he's fired, so we're going to want to... Oh, there you go, I can see one right there. Let's just take evasive action and turn into a torpedo, because you always turn into them, not away. Because you'd rather hit on the bow than have your propellers and your rudder gear damaged by a torpedo. Okay, we've dodged that. Now, actually, we'll let the auto navigation thing take us around. We're closing into our real close effective range here, given we're literally, you know, half a kilometer from them now. Little bit on the close side. So far, he hasn't done too much damage to us, just to our tower. Blinded by the smoke from our main gun firing. Now we can speed up time as well. This sort of battle, don't really need to. But some of the later ones, you'll definitely want to do that, because it gets a little on the long side otherwise. Come on, let these guns have a chance. Come on guys, get your aim in. Ah, they're reloading. Come on guys, you can hit a target that's like right next to you, can't you? Apparently some of you can. Some of you can't. Like the guy who shot from there to there. Okay. My sailors might need to go to Specsavers. I think that might be a case there. Although we can see here that our targeting him will be affected by the fact that, yeah, target ship size is reducing our accuracy by 55.8%. And the fact that he's in smoke, we're in smoke. And then our maneuver and his maneuvers are being a little on the extreme side. Oh, he just launched another torpedo. Turn away. Come on, turn away. That's going to hit us. Yeah, there's not really anything we can do to avoid that one because we're a bit close. So, brace for flooding. The dangers of getting too close. Oh, there we go. Torpedo hit, took our rudder out, and caused flooding. So we're going to massively start losing speed. Yeah, we've already dropped to 13.8 knots. And we have rudder control, but it's not really going to do a lot right now. Also, our guys are really not being very effective at taking on this cruiser. They keep missing quite spectacularly, which is possibly fun, depending on your own definition. In my case, it might be nice if they could actually hit, but, well, we can always wish that they could. But, oh well, we can hope. We can live in hope, that's all we can really do. Especially as we can't aim now, or can't turn. And we have a compartment flooded, which will be affecting the ship. Fortunately, it's not our engines, but he is keeping quite cleverly behind us, where we have quite minimum ability to fire on him in return. And he just set us on fire, the cheeky git. But we did set him on fire. He is in a worse state than we are. That's always a plus. But yeah, you can see he's quite a difficult target for a Dreadnought to hit. Nice big shell splashes there, but again, our guys can't aim. They're not particularly helpful. Also, we've dropped to 11 knots. We are actually maneuvering now, so we've got some, I guess, rudder control back, even though we are burning. And he just set another fire on us too. It's fine. Just having a barbecue or something. That's all the fire really is, you know? We're not really worried about this at all. It's just something that's happening. Yeah, we're really struggling to hit this guy. See? 14% of our shots have actually hit him. I mean, in terms of reality, that's actually pretty good odds. Because in the real world, they couldn't aim that well. So, especially at this sort of time of day. This time of history, this year of history. See, he's fired another torpedo, but that one we're gonna at least miss. Because we've opened up the range a little bit on him, which is what we should have sort of left. Even though it has dramatically increased our inaccuracy. We destroyed his torpedoes. Now, unfortunately, we're down to 2.5 minutes, so we might... Well, we're quite likely going to fail this, because we haven't been able to hit him enough to actually destroy him. Our secondary guns have a better time hitting him, but they're not really doing the damage we would like them to be doing. And our big guns do a lot of damage, but they don't do enough damage frequently enough because they keep missing. G'day, Admiral. Welcome to the early so far incompetent stream. of us failing to take on a cruiser. I really should do more against him, but I'm not doing particularly well right now. Actually I've got an idea. If this doesn't work, which given we've got a minute to sink him, it probably isn't going to work, I might do a dumb design and see how many smaller guns I can take advantage of on this ship. Because that might be what we need to do in order to win this. Also, yeah, our rudder is kind of stuck. Yeah, she does look a little bit like the Royal Sovereign, but, I mean, at the moment we can't really customize the hulls. We get a few set options, same with the towers. And then the only things we can really change the design of, at least in the pre-Dreadnought ships, is sort of the funnels, like what sort of funnels in their spacing is, and the size of the guns themselves. It would be nice to get more options, and the hulls look pretty modular, so maybe that is their plan. Also, our props aren't actually turning. So yeah, we failed. No, we don't want to retry because we want to change here. Let's optimize secondary guns. So optimize secondary guns and go start. So we'll start again, same basic ship. This time we'll put the big main tower. Secondary, we'll put the small one again. Main guns, let's go something smaller, sure. 2 barrels of 9s. So pretty light. But then, yes, the 6 inches are a little lighter now. So we'll put them in. Yeah, we'll chuck some in the corners too, why not? Then 4 inches will sit in these slots. Can we fit any 4 inches anywhere else now? Because we've put smaller main guns on. It's probably only going to let me put them in the same spots as before because the hull hasn't changed. Yeah. Can't put anything around there. I can't put them around there though, interestingly, so... Will it put... Yeah, it'll let me put 2 there, okay. Let's do that. That seems a little odd, unusual, but we'll do that. Can we put any elsewhere? Only on the inside, which isn't really helpful. And yeah, we can't put anything on the bow, so okay. We'll have a weirdly placed guns, oops, on there. Yeah, we're probably going to need more displacement, but I want to see if we can get away with keeping it a bit smaller. Triple funnels. Yeah, we'll go triple funnels again, why not? So, we are on, what's it given us? Smoke efficiency is still quite bad, but taking the speed down will improve that a bit. 64. And that's also reduced the weight. Our bulkheads are kind of bad though, so we want at least few. I'd prefer standard, but few is probably going to do it for this, given I want all the 6-inch guns we can fit. So we're still at a penalty, so we're probably going to have to go back to our design of having the big funnel, or let me, hang on, take that off. Can we do extra large? Sure. Extra large, and then can we do joules? That puts us overweight though. But it makes it over 100%, so... Now, what's the extra large? 8. What's a standard 6? Why do that? That's not bad. It gets us still too overweight, but we're only a tiny bit overweight now. That's not a bad look to it. Armor's still pretty good, you know, much better armored against our main guns this time, because our main guns are small. Actually, that looks okay, but can we fit like a 3 or something in there? No? 2 maybe? No, it looks like we could fit something in there, but it won't let us put anything in there, so oh well. It was a thought. Yeah, so we're gonna need, maybe if we increase it. Yeah, let's go 15,000. We're gonna need more funnels though. We fit. Yeah. Oh, but that pushes us over again. Bugger. So let's go 667. Let's go. We fit one of them on. That's no. That's gonna push us over the weight. You will what? Just fit. Yeah, you will just fit 68.5. So we're not very good on there. So we'll need to reduce that to get the penalty smaller. Yeah, let's go 18 knots. That at least gives us a slight bonus in acceleration. So we're not a fast ship. We weren't going to be a fast ship. With our main battery too, so 50% to 15, so it's not the most accurate, but the rate of fire is a bit better. And then our 6-inch guns, they're also not the most accurate, but they're better. So we will see how this design works. Also, I keep forgetting that I need to actually click to continue. So this time, we are the Austro-Hungarian Empire versus the British Empire. That's interesting. So, we are going to be against a English ship this time. Doesn't look very Austro-Hungarian. We've got this interesting triangular funnel arrangement. I don't know what the machinery spaces below are going to look like that. If anything, the dual funnel should be at the front and the single towards the back for like a smaller like boiler room to have like a bigger engine room on either side. But whatever. We've got it this way round because reasons. Maybe it's magazines, who knows. So let's close. We don't want to get too close to him, because getting too close to him would be a bad idea. But we do want to get as many of our 6-inch guns into use as we can. Yeah, I'd say this is basically more an armoured cruiser pretending to call itself a battleship at this point. We've literally got 9-inch main guns, so that is, you know, armoured cruiser level. So what are we up against? What's the British bringing to the fight? They are bringing a ship this time with 6-inch guns and 2-inch guns, no torpedoes this time. So slightly better. Doesn't have a tripod, it's not British enough. Looks alright though. Their ship probably looks better than ours does. Ours looks a little peculiar. Also, yes, I need to really change course. Hang on. Wait, sharp turn to port. Let's get as many of those 6-inch guns into firing arcs as we can. It'd be nice if they could hit, of course. Because at the moment we're basically exactly equal. even though we've got the much bigger, more expensive ship than he does. So there you go, they're 19 knots. Maximum bulkheads. Yeah, they borrowed it with no intention of returning it from the Germans, I believe. Definitely looks more like a German cruiser. Then again, ours doesn't look very particularly like an Austro-Hungarian battleship either, so... Oh, he destroyed our main tower, so that's going to really affect our accuracy. And we're already struggling to hit him. Yeah, see, 13% chance of hitting at this distance. We're just not able to hit him again, I think. And sadly, ramming doesn't seem to be in the game. You do hit ships, but they sort of bounce or slide along each other. Hopefully they add that in, because it's an effective strategy. Everyone knows it's the real strategy for naval warfare. So, we live in hope. Oh, we took out his engine. Yeah, it looks like we actually might come close to ramming him here. So we'll see if anything happens from it. I think, though, he's just that little bit too fast for us. But his engine's out, so he's going to be slowing down. And he's flooding. Oh, actually, no, he's not flooding anymore. He stopped that pretty quick. Yes, this is some very close-in naval warfare right now. This is basically Age of Sail. Right here. There you go, that's a good angle. Yeah, technically we're worse off than he is anyway. At the moment. Yeah, hit them with a sword. Yeah, we need to get proper Age of Sail warfare here. Let's get the guys with the grappling hooks out. Get the snipers in the masts. Let's get some shots on their cruiser and get ready for boarding. Because that's basically the position we're in right now. Oh, he's fixed his engines now, the git. And we are still not really doing enough damage to him. He's done more to us than we've done to him. That's embarrassing. That's really embarrassing. The fact that we have, you know, look at that, like, such low chance to hit. That's sad. Come on, hit him. He's gonna cross our bow again. Yeah, I remember struggling with this mission before too, because it's difficult to get a design that seems to actually do anything, because they're so hard to hit. Actually, it looks like in our log, our 6-inch guns aren't really doing anything. It might be better when we redesign the ship to give it smaller guns that speed up time a bit. And yeah, torpedo tubes might be of benefit here. Oh, we got his engines. Yeah. That didn't go to plan. But let's try that again. Optimize secondary guns, yes. Actually, we need main guns, don't we? What have I got? I've got some sort of error message to go away. Development console, okay, close. I'll deal with you later. Let's get rid. How can we actually? Yeah, we'll put the big one on the back, sure. Torpedoes. Let's put, whilst we remember, torpedo on the bow. You want to put broadside ones? Yeah, let's give full out torpedoes. Why not? Oh yeah, funnels, at least one needed, so we'll chuck on extra large there. Just whilst we figure out what we gotta do. So main guns, we need at least 2. What if we go 12s on the bow, 6s, and if we put, how many of them can we put on the stern? Can we get better arcs? It won't let us put one there, but it will let us put them there. Can we put one in the middle? Oh, there. Yes, I'm going for a meme build. We gotta maximize this ship. And actually, surprisingly, the weight's quite balanced right now. Casemate guns, the 6-ins didn't really work. So we want to go, what? Let's just go lots of 4s. Fill all the casemate mounts with 4s. There we go. Can we do much more? We're gonna need to increase the displacement, obviously, because we are quite heavy. Too expensive. So, oh, it doesn't like that one, that's a shame. Let me build them there. Let me replace them. Oh. Let me place them, come on, I like that. I like that you let me put them there. Oh, you had it. There was a pixel. Come on. Let me find that pixel again. Hold control to give more fine placement there. Hang on. Get that one out the way. Let me put there. Can I put... Yes, there we go. I fixed my rear guns. Yeah, I'm going to have to cut speed. 22.5 knots isn't going to work, especially as we need to give more funnels. So let's drop back to there. Let's go... What one do we go? Air intake extra large. Let's go with another of them. Actually, we're going to need 3 of them. There we go. That still gives us a negative, but it worked. Can we fit another one? We can actually fit another one, but then that's overweight. Not overweight by much, though. What are you talking about? We've got 2 main guns. It doesn't seem to recognize we got main guns now. Why is that? Yeah, really, why is that? I've not seen that before. Is it because I changed? It was working when I had a lower displacement, so... Or maybe it was just complaining about being overweight. Won't let me put that in there now? Okay. Now will you let me put that in there? Okay. There we go. That's the magic size I gotta be. Let's cut the speed again. Why is it messing with the main gun? If I put a twin 11 there, it still says that. That actually interests me. Because they should, as far as I know, be able to do that because I've done it before. We literally had that before and now it's not working. Now let's clear the design. What does the auto design give us? Straight away that looks a bit peculiar. So what's it given us? It's given us a 15.5 knot ship, 15,600 tons, with, hang on, 3 twin 10-inch guns. So you've got single turret on the bow, and then you've got 2 twin turrets on the back. That's gonna be interesting. 18 6-inch, so they've gone all the 6-inch, which I didn't really like because they didn't really work for me. And then 4 single 2-inch guns, 6 5-inch guns somewhere. Where are the 5-inch guns actually? They're gonna be somewhere in this. Somewhere in this madness there is 5-inch guns. Oh, there. There's one there, and then one there. Okay. And then it's got 4 torpedoes. So which torpedoes has it used? It hasn't used the end ones. We're gonna give a bow one. And now it's too expensive. Well, I don't like the 6 inches, so they're going away. We'll go all 5s. That sounds more fun to me. Where is 6? There's a 6 there too. Okay. Casemate 5s. There we go. That's an interesting ship. What's the armor actually? Oh, it didn't change the armor, so 10-inch belt. Accuracy, not amazing, but we'll see how this madness goes. Yeah, it's kind of like a Brandenburg. Okay, now Austro-Hungarian versus Italian. This makes a lot of sense, this one. This one makes historical sense. And now we have the secret weapon of torpedoes that may or may not hit. We can hope. We can live in hope and prayer that they will hit anything. if battleship torpedoes ever actually do anything. I think Rodney in World War II was the only time a battleship hit another with torpedoes, and that was literally because the enemy wasn't moving at all and was not really fighting back, but it counts. Looks very similar to the cruiser we faced last time. We'll find out how it goes. Oh, we've already scored a hit on him. He is flooding. So, our ship is immediately doing better than it did last time. We don't actually want to turn too close towards him, because then we can't use our main battery, given they'd be obscured at the back. Oh, I've still got a 6-inch gun somewhere. Where? Ah. The ends are still 6-inch guns. Okay, so we've got 6-inch gun chasers. That's what it is. We could only afford them. We don't want to get too close to him. He's still flooding. He actually might... He's flooding quite badly, so we might actually win this just by nature of flooding him out. Let's see how we're doing. Yeah, he is flooding quite badly right now. And he is faster than us. He doesn't have torpedoes though, whilst we do. We haven't launched any of our torpedoes, but we've got them. Then again, I find that they really struggle to actually use torpedoes. I'm not sure why, but I've found so far playing this game that I really have to set the torpedo thing to be aggressive for them to even have a hope of using them. Which is a little frustrating because, granted, you're not in any real firing arc right now, but you will be. I'm sure you will be. Let's turn a little sharper. See, we're still only like 12% chance of hitting him, but we managed to set him into flooding, and he is flooding quite badly. So we might literally win this just from getting lucky early in the fight and starting to sink him. Yep, playing up to the stereotype, the Italians don't know how to fix a hole in their ship. Because normally they would have fixed it by now, but for some reason they haven't. So this poor little cruiser, through no fault of its own really, is going to flood out because its crew just can't be bothered trying to fix a leak. Like we can literally see in that top screen, the flooding started in the bow just under the bridge, and now it's heading back and it's flooded the engine spaces because they've literally just lost their engines now. Oh, he just had an ammo detonation from the fire. So, yeah. It's a bad day to be an Italian right now. I think the Austro-Hungarian Empire is going to be victorious in this fight. So the meme build that Auto Design gave us actually worked. Yeah, he's sitting quite low in the water right now. He's trying. They're trying to pump out the water. You can see the flooding is going down. They've lost their other engines though now. Oh, and he sunk. Alright. We won! Mission complete, yay! Okay, destroy a heavily armoured target. So, now we will need to build a battleship or a couple of armoured cruisers. So, do we want to do whichever? Let's go big guns again, yes. If it was named Polo because the crew was drunk. Yeah, yeah, you could do that. I reckon that works pretty well. So we've used that hull. Do we want to use this hull? Yeah, let's use this one. This one's got that lovely tumble home. Oh, and we're now building for the German Empire. Okay. Or we could go nice tumble home on a cruiser. Now, the cruisers, I could try. See, at the moment I could build 3 cruisers. It is not going to build 3 cruisers. Let's try. But we will not manage it. A cruiser with 11-inch singles? No. They're not, they're not going to fit. Damn, that would be fun. Actually, we can make it a bigger cruiser. Damn, still won't fit. I want to put stupidly big gun. Oh, I could put stupidly big gun on the back though. Can I put... Let's see. Yes! I can put... Oh, yeah. Okay, so when we retreat, we got the big gun for when we retreat. Just... That's it. Let's stick this one on. Who would have thought at the moment the weight's a bit heavy at the back? I can't imagine why. Just a hunch. Let's increase displacement. I mean, it's going to be difficult to try and make this ship work with what we can actually fit on it. Can we fit 4s? Only in chaser positions, and then they're overweight. Bugger. Oh, and we've literally got no funnels right now. I need something to go in the middle there. Hey, another drill funnel, that'll work. There you go. We want to go something like that, or try and centralize it? Oh, I got many bulkheads, I want just standard. Sadly, I don't think we're going to get away with the stupidly big single 11 because the ship is overweight and that is literally our only gun right now. We can't even make that work. Lots and lots of 2-inch guns. Yeah, I'll use that battleship one after. I just want to see if I can make an armored cruiser that isn't crap first. That's gonna... Oh, actually, compound armor saved, I think. We need more than one main gun, though. Damn. Can we put them on the front? We can! There we go! And then can we increase the speed? Actually, that's going to negatively affect our funnel efficiency, probably. 20 knots is good. Okay, so we can fit them. Can we fit bigger? That's a weird looking turret. Like, really weird. Also, it looks like we could put something there, but it's not showing us anything I could put there. Oh yeah, let's not forget the torpedoes. At least one in the bow. And one in lot of midships either side. That'll do. We're not trying to be too stupid with this design. Just mostly stupid. Can I upgrade the bulkheads at all? Yes, I can. I can make it much more resistant. There we go. And the armor. Can I increase the armor belt? Six-inch belt. We can't do the extended much. Yeah, it's kind of like the Giuseppe, only instead of a single 10, we've got a single 11. Because it wouldn't let me put the single at the front, but it would let me put it at the back, so that's where it is. Okay, so we have one 11-inch gun, two 8-inch guns, 38 2-inch guns, and then 3 torpedoes. No, we can't use any better. Alright, we could use more shells, but I don't think we really need it. Can we use heavy shells? No, that's literally too heavy for the ship. Okay. And we can't use Rainfinder. Can we use any of these? No, we don't have any of the techs. Damn. And no, we can't do that, bugger. That'd be nice. There's probably nothing we can do for that. Can we? No, we can slightly increase conning tower armor. Slightly increase turret armor. That'll have to do. So yeah, we're not the most long range ship, but we will have 2 of these. Florida class, there's a good looking dreadnought. I like the balance of their design. They look quite nice. Okay, Germany this time, bringing 2 heavy cruisers, apparently against the Austro-Hungarians. So we pissed them off somehow. And now we are fighting. Okay, so we are forming line ahead. We will stay line ahead. We can do a head or a breast, but a head works fine for the time being. It's a battleship, so we probably don't want to get too close, even though our range isn't great. Because most of our guns are 2-inch guns, which have abysmal range. Here we go, the York and the Gneisenau, facing off against Mystery Dreadnought, or Pre-Dreadnought in this case. Our 2-inch guns are going to be doing literally nothing against him, but we got lots of them anyway. Is focusing on York at the moment. I actually like all the twin funnels. That's actually quite a nice design. I just wish we could do slightly different bridge towers. Oh, there we go. Our single gun fired there. How's the Gneisenau going? Oh, it just fired. Also hit him as well. Well done. There you go, with 2 of these ships you have 2 11-inch guns to play. Let's hang on, let's move the division a bit. Ah, god damn it, he hit the engine on York. So York's flooding now. So what is he? the... what's it? Admiral. So he has 11-inch guns. Hey, we have them too. He's just got 4 of them, whereas we have 2 across 2 ships. He also has lots of 5s and 3s. Okay. 9.8 inches of armor. 1.3 to 9.8. So his armor is better than ours. But we can technically pen it. Okay, York's repaired its engine. Good. I'm not sure why Gneisenau is now leading. But see, this is where the genius of our design works. Because he may be retreating, or changing his course to follow Gneisenau now, but he can still bring his biggest gun to bear. Hopefully he fires it anyway. I love doing dumb designs. They sometimes work out. Sometimes they don't, but other times they're fun. At least he's a bigger ship, so we're more likely to hit him. Unlike that bloody cruiser. Also, yeah, we're burning. I don't know why, like how you determine which ship is leading a division. There doesn't seem to be any particular set path for it. Actually, turn sharp. The York's still burning. Yeah, the Germans got a lot of inspiration from the French with this ship, I guess. I mean, it's got the very French tumble home for one, so that's kind of a giveaway there. Well, fortunately, we're not taking too much fire from him. Ah, goddammit, he destroyed one of our torpedoes. Damn it. One of the ones that was likely to actually do something, he took out. Set your torpedo use to aggressive, then you might actually use them. Because they don't seem to ever use them otherwise. Well, you've only got your bow one, so that doesn't really matter. That looked like it was ricochet, maybe? Come on. I'd like to be able to get more fire in on him. Oh, that went a bit too far towards the bow. Yep, that splashed early. Yeah, early torque range is really short. It's, what? Here. Yeah, 1.5 kilometers. So, we are basically at the limits of our torpedo range. But we can only really torpedo if we do like a full front-on charge, which I don't really want to do. Let's just keep telling the division to maneuver around. We need a shell cam like WoW's has, so we can like follow when the big guns fire. We've done a little bit of damage to him, but not a lot, really. Yeah, York's just following Knives now as it makes his big turn. Still drawing most of the enemy's fire right now. I'm probably going to save weight and not bother with the 2-inch guns, given they're literally doing, you know, sweet FA against him. That might be something. That maybe would have let me do super heavy shell and let the 11-inch do a little bit more damage. Or possibly upgrade the bow gun to something bigger. Oh, York took a bad hit there. It's on fire now. That's not going to go well. All the fire, but the 2-inch guns are absolutely enough. The only hits that are doing any damage to him is from that single 11. Because the 8 doesn't seem to be doing anything on either ship. Let's see if Knives now can use its bow torpedo on him. Set that to save. Normal on your case. I want to let you get into a pretty good torpedo position and then we'll try torpedoing. It won't do a lot of damage, but hopefully we can get him flooding, because flooding can be good. Though battleships tend to be good at repairing that flooding. Let's try and lead him a bit. Okay, you're getting pretty close now for launching that torpedo if you're going to launch it. I hope you're going to launch it anyway. Just sharpen the turn. Switch it to aggressive now. Will you launch? Continuing to not launch the torpedoes. Oh, jeez. Okay. That didn't work. York. Let's go aggressive. Your turn. That didn't work at all. It was going so well until it exploded. Except it wasn't really going so well. They've launched the boats that are apparently still in their cradles, but they've launched the boats anyway. Oh, the bow broke by the look of it. Yep, bow broke just around where the bridge is. Goodbye, Nine. Now you were cool, but didn't really do much. But you tried. Hey, we got a torpedo launch. We got 2 torpedo launches. He's turning, so he's going to avoid them entirely. But we got torpedo launchers. I'd like to know which torpedoes are the ones that fired. They're the ones on the port side, but it doesn't tell us anything more than that. Let's try and get the starboard side ones to launch as well. Even though we're in a really bad position to fire them right now. The 8-inch is doing something, but it's like tiny amounts of damage. Okay, we destroyed another casemate of his, which is something. He's not really taking much damage though. He's on 80% structural and no flooding. And in return, we'd lost a cruiser. Yeah, I'm guessing it's not going to fire any torpedoes until that's reloaded. That's a pain. Hey, we set a fire. That might do something. And we just set a second fire. Good. We will get revenge for our fallen comrade. Or at least attempt to. Destroyed another casemate. So, we are doing something. We're not really doing enough, but we're doing something. That counts, right? He is quite ablaze now. It's actually pretty good to keep him on this sort of position because he's only got a single rear turret from his main guns that can fire on us. That's quite a bonus. We're flooding now. Flooding and lost 2 engines, so we're going to lose a lot of speed. We did apparently use our torpedoes, it reckons. Oh yeah, we did. There's one there. Bugger. So that was something, but didn't really work. Well, he's on fire, so that's something. Try and present as narrow a target as we can. we repaired engine 1. Oh, we launched another torpedo. This one looks like it might actually hit. Because he is not moving particularly fast and it's on a pretty good path. Also, the torpedoes kind of come out of the waves right now, so it's a low-flying missile that dips underwater now and then. Oh, it's going to hit him right on the stern, hopefully. Or, no, he's going to just dodge it. Damn it. So close. So close. Oof. Oh, he damaged our main gun. It's still turning, so we've still got operation, but it's not very effective right now. Yeah, he's good at dodging these quite lackluster torpedoes. Come on, let's bring the 11-inch into play. Oh, we got another torpedo, but he's going to dodge that one because that is a terrible position. Let's just change him to normal. Yeah, he's literally just going to dodge that easy. Oh, damn it, I think, yeah. What was that say? Destroyed the main gun. Yeah. Okay. And we're out of time anyway. So, 2 armored cruisers. Didn't really work. Yes, let's retry. So let's go, the old battleship hull. What will auto design give us? Looks fairly competent. It's 2 10-inch guns, so not that heavy a firepower, to be honest. 5-inch guns for the secondaries, 6 5-inch guns, 12 3-inch guns, 4 3. Ah, it's given it torpedoes as well. It's given it just side ones though, because the bow ones would be too heavy. Okay. Not a bad design, but the guns I feel could be a bit bigger, but whatever. Let's give it 11-inch bell. That's not bad. We're only building 1, which is a shame. 18 knots, not too bad. Engine efficiency is kind of poor. So if we can improve that if possible. What have we got? We got funnels with boats small. So they got 6. So we got 12 capacity right now. Can we fit another one? And these... Oh. I was just wanting to move those. No, that's too heavy. But that improves the efficiency, so it's not really a problem. That makes it really too big of a problem. Okay. Let's... Oh, I didn't realize I'm thickening the belt, not thinning the belt. Okay. Let's take that back to 10. And... 5... Take those back to 10 as well. I think the auto design seems to just do its own displacements. We could try that. Let's set 16,000. So that's interesting. That's going to be a very Russian looking thing. Let's clear it and see what auto design gives us now. I was going to say, I thought it wasn't giving it a back gun for a second there. So, what's it giving us? Yeah, oh yeah, it does change the armor, so... 16 knots, medium range, standard bulkheads. 9-inch guns for the main guns. And then 6 5s, 18 3s, 2 2s, and 4 1s, so... It's given us more armor, but it's given us quite small guns. Let's give it another shot. What will you come up with now? I think it's done the same. Oh no, 2 11s. Ooh. It's given us 4 11-inch guns now. Minimum bulkhead, 16.5 knots, so we're still not going to break any speed records. Engine efficiency is good. Armor is okay, 11-inch belt. So yeah, now we got 4 11-inch guns, 8 5s, 2 3s, 16 2s, which we could probably get rid of because they don't really do anything. And then 2 torpedo tubes. I can live with that. Not very German design again, but we've got some battleship guns now. That's something. No, we literally can't do that. That's not going to work. Oh, I was optimistic. It'd be nice. Oh, it's given us enhanced gun reload. So our guns will reload 10% quicker. That's not bad. Torpedo size, no, we can't change. Can we do anything? Yeah, we can give 0.2 of an inch more armor belt just to push our displacement to the max. Okay, let's see. Let's see how this goes. It's probably going to be better than my own designs. Because my own designs have been pretty shocking. Ah, yeah, this one's pretty interesting. There we go, Germany versus Austro-Hungary again, but this time, instead of 2 quite bad armoured cruisers, we're bringing a battleship, which hopefully will do a bit more than the cruisers did. Presuming the guns hit, of course. So what's our foe look like this time? Oh, smaller than us. More mod design than us. They don't have the awesome tumble home. Actually, they look to have really small main guns. Yeah, those look like really small main guns, actually. What do we got? We got pretty good accuracy, actually. All things considered. Ah, this design's got torpedoes at the bow and stern, so... instead of broadside torpedoes, so... slightly more useful. Slightly. Actually a pretty cool looking ship. I'm going to be honest. 5 funnels. Oh, he destroyed that torpedo straight away, damn it. Go on, get a hit in. So far, he's done more damage to us, I think. Oh, no, we're even. But we are on fire. Oh, and it looks like he has torpedoes. Yes. We're going to take a torpedo here. Unless we can outturn it. But I don't think we have the torpedo beats that he does. Or the previous one did. Come on. Can we dodge it? No, we couldn't hit it. Damn it, Darian. Our rudder. Bugger. See, the NPCs always cheat. Though we might get a torpedo off in return. Because that's our arc that our torpedoes could launch in. Except they didn't launch. One of our engines is damaged by the flooding. Yeah, we're flooding quite badly. Yeah, 2 compartments flooded. They're pumping out the area around the rudder steering control. Trying to get the flooding under control by the look of it. See, our torpedo missed because he just undercut it. But of course, his one had to hit us. Okay, turn away. If we can. Try and put some distance in. Maybe use the stern torpedo if we can. So what's the arm of? Oh no! Those tiny guns that look out are actually 12-inch guns. They're just really small. He just fired another torpedo, did he? Because it looks like he's just launched. But oh, yes, he has just launched. And we're going to take another torpedo because we can't turn. And our speed is affected right now, so that's annoying. The AI always seems to get better at hitting you with torpedoes than I am ever hitting them with torpedoes. Now we got more flooding just as they started pumping out the rear compartments. This isn't going too well. There seems to be something wrong with our bloody ships today. That's definitely the case here. Yeah, we're barely afloat at this point. And basically dead in the water. We've only got 1.6 knots. Guys, you can handle it. What's he got? Up to 9.8 inches of armor. Minimum bulkheads. No speed, but yeah, he's got 12-inch guns. And he got lucky with torpedo hits. Our aft gun is basically underwater at this point. That's, yeah, I wouldn't want to be in there right now. Especially if she's listing quite badly. Yeah, that seems to be the case half the time with this game, is there's a lot of luck involved. Austro-Hungary is superior to Germany, apparently. With their British designed ship. Oh, he had flooding in his rudder compartment, apparently. But yeah, this is basically looking like Tsushima right now. Our ship even looks very much, thanks to the French tumble home, looks very much like a Russian battleship being destroyed by its Japanese counterpart. Yeah, effectively, MacArthur vs Borodino. I have a Borodino model kit. I don't have one from MacArthur yet. I need to get one. Flooding's starting to pick up. It looks like they're trying to put it out, but... Oh, another explosion, whatever that was. I wonder if they'll model that. Yeah, floating down to A. I wonder if they'll model, if your gun ports and stuff start going underwater. Because, like, that one's quite literally underwater now. Oh, yep, she's going. Down to 3. It seems like that might be the case. Oh, yeah. And then it resets for some reason. For the sinking animation for now. But, yeah. That didn't go well. It was fun, but it didn't go well. Do we want to make any changes? Based on our experience there. Well, more bulkheads would have been nice to help reduce the damage we were taking, but we'd have to sacrifice something to be able to fit them. And I don't know what we could really sacrifice with this design, because we've not got a lot of speed, we're already maxed out on displacement, and I don't really want to reduce the armor much either. So... Oh. Ah, we literally don't have anywhere to put them. Damn. That would have been fun. Also, we can't put side guns anywhere. Oop, I right-clicked. Oops. What do we want to do? Because we're literally maxed out on our displacement right now. Increasing it up to standard would mean we need to lose 600. Yeah, I could re-roll the auto design. Yeah, let's do that. What will it give us? So it's given us smaller ship with still 4 11-inch, 6 6-inch guns, 2 5s, so it's got 6s. It's got 6s on the corners. And there, for some reason. And then you got 5s there. I'm guessing that's to try and keep it under a weight limit. 16 3s and 2 2s. No torpedoes in this one. Okay, so we could work with this design. Oop. I think if we make the design, let's max out the size. Can we increase? They're not going to get any more. We can get a few bulkheads at least. Compound armor already. Standard reloading. Hydraulic things. No, we don't have any better. 11-inch belt, so it's nothing. Oh, we got heavy shells this time. Okay. So that will be something. Kind of want to replace that 5 with a 6, but that's 122, that's 46, so that's a hell of a weight difference. Because if I put in 6s, that's not going to fit, is it? No, I have a feeling. Yeah, it would be just 26 tons over. Yeah, 6 inches of full turret, that's what the weight is. And then we got heavy shells as well. We reduce the armor on the secondaries a bit. There we go. Slightly increase the conning tower. There we go. Now we can get away with 4 11s, 8 6s, 16 3s, and 2 2s. They'll be in the bridge somewhere, I think. I believe, anyway. Yeah, where are the 2s? Ah, the 2s are stingers. Okay. Yeah, they're that pair there. Okay, we'll try it. We're even slower now, but we got, in theory, bigger guns, and this one actually has citadel protection and a bit more in bulkheads. So what's our effective range with these? 2.5. So let's try and keep further range rather than closing in. Closing in didn't really benefit us last time. I mean, we also got quite unlucky, but yeah. What have they brought this time? Those look like quite big guns. Whether they actually are, who knows, but they look quite big. Oh, well, so far we got a lead on him because we've got him flooding. Ah, God's sake, torpedoes. Shit. He's got 3 torpedo tubes and we're gonna hit... Now, can we cut the speed off? Ah, God damn it, we've hit 2 of them. And the third one, of course, hit us. God damn it. Ah, so now the entire ship's flooding right now. I feel this isn't going to end too well for us. The AI always is really good with their torpedoes. Yeah, he's got 13-inch main guns. Whereas we've got... Yeah, we're sunk. That's the fastest I think I've ever failed. Oh dear, that was no good, yeah. Let's try the other battleship hull. Let's try an auto design with this one. What did that give us? No, I want something bigger than that, please. No, that still doesn't work for me. There we go, 2 times 13s. That's a bit more punch. $28 5s, 28 5-inch, 4 13s, and 6 torpedoes. Okay, that's a little bit more reasonable. Minimum bulkheads, unfortunately. So, we're doing battle cruiser, except we're not fast. We can't do... Yeah. Better armor is literally not gonna work. Where are the torpedoes on this one? Ah, all broadsides, okay. Well, we got some big guns in this one. Germany's all of a sudden abandoned its French designs in favor of is it range 1.5s? Yeah. Abandoned its designs in favor of going with a more European, I guess, look. But we get off some torpedoes this time. They made us hit 3. We make them hit 3. No, what will happen is our torpedo crews will just miss entirely. Because that is what they do. There we go, launch 3 torpedoes. Now watch him be able to see these coming and turn well before they get close to him. Yeah, he's already turning. But at least one might hit him. Yeah, he's got 13 inches as well. If we're lucky, 2 are gonna hit. But I think he's turning enough that that one's gonna miss. Oh, no, I don't think so. There you go. Flooding. Come on, second one. Come on. Yes! There we go. 2 torpedo hits, fire and flooding. I mean, we're on fire, but we're not flooding. Yeah, just press R to fix the flooding or fires, that'd be good. Let's see, his engine areas are flooded, but he's not flooding anymore. You see, they don't get uncontrollable flooding even with minimum bulkhead sometimes. Oh, god damn it, fire and flooding. And he took out one of our engines too. He doesn't have torpedoes this time at least. Come on, control the flooding. And hopefully get in range to use the torpedoes. Yeah, torpedoes are what? 1.5 kilometers, okay. Okay, that should be close enough. Okay, start turning. Actually, don't start turning yet that way. Because he's about to fire, so let's keep some of that angle. Now let's turn. Come on. Oh, there go the torpedoes. Let's keep that turn. Oh, he's on fire. We're still flooding. God damn it. Oh, we set another fire on him. And hopefully at least one of these will hit. Maybe more. Probably not, but looks like one might hit him. Like this one. Then if we're lucky, this one as well. Although he is turning. Yeah, I think he's gonna avoid them. Yep, he's gonna avoid those. That's frustrating. Hey, we finally stopped flooding. Finally repairing a bit. Hopefully. Repair enough to pump out most of those flooded compartments. Well, we're in a better state now. They've almost pumped out all the rooms that were flooded. We did have at 1.3 compartments flooding. Now they've almost pumped all the water out, whereas he hasn't been able to pump the water out of his rudder area yet. Although I think he's been able to pump out the adjacent room under the aft turret. That one seems to have been dry. I don't remember that being dry before. is like a reverse of our funnel arrangement before. He's got duals at the front and a single at the back. See if we can get a shot of any of the bigger shells hit him. Probably not, but a lot of our fire is falling short. The days before proper fire control, I guess. Yeah, there we go. We've pumped out dry now. Let's try closing again. He destroyed one of our funnels, damn it. Let's just try and get another torpedo salvo off at him. Whilst we still have torpedo slots anyway. Come on. We'll see. Hopefully, us getting a bit more lucky than we were, because we weren't very lucky before. And it would be nice to actually get, you know, a good actual hit on him. He's damaged our structure quite badly, which is annoying. Okay, turn hard to port now. Actually, no, don't turn hard to port because he's about to fire. Let's go straight. Try and keep some of that angle on. Okay, he missed. That ricocheted, good. Now, hard to port. Swing us about, hopefully launch some torpedoes off. Yeah, we're pretty badly on fire right now. Stop pouring oil onto the decks. Oh, there we go. Torpedoes launched. Now keep turning. It looks like only 2 of them launched. And one of them is immediately in an arc where he's not going to get. Yeah, he's not using cheeseburger shells. Not at the moment, anyway. Yeah, I think we missed with both. Oh, no, there we go. We got a hit on his rudder. We got lucky there. Ah, no, he did launch rays, just two of them were launched in basically the same pattern. So there we go, more flooding. I mean, he was already flooded in his aft compartment, so that arguably didn't benefit us as much as it could have. That was a good ricochet. Yeah, unfortunately that torpedo hit didn't really benefit us much because it hit in an area where it was already flooding. And he's pumping out that room too, by the look of it. Yeah. Oh, no. No, his flotation is sort of sitting around even, so he's trying to pump it out. We're going to run out of time though, because look, we've got literally a minute left. Basically. Come on, let us get like a devastating strike or something. Finish him off in this last minute we've got. Because we're literally winning this. If we have more time, we'd be winning this. Oh, that didn't sound good. That was us. Well, bow guns missed. And arc guns can't fire. Try and bring the aft turret into a firing position. Oh, torpedoes launched now, but 8 seconds, so they're not going to get there in time. So close. No, let's not retry. Let's do a different one. What do we want to do? Yeah, actually, I could do that one, but then put everything into big guns, no secondaries, and speed. And torpedoes, because we want torpedoes. Let's go. Full thing. Standard bulkheads. Let's put 13s on. Too expensive already, damn. That 12s, they're a bit cheaper. They are a bit cheaper. Not cheap enough though. issue is because we're limited by having pretty crap engines. No, that doesn't save much weight, okay. Yeah. Now let's do... where is it? Battlecruiser vs Dreadnought, yeah. It's easier to do an all or nothing on one of these. 22,000 tons. How is the ship already overweight when literally nothing has been built on it yet? It's even only got a 4-inch belt, so it's not like the belt is doing anything. And we got no guns on it. Multiple expansion. We put reduce draft. Auxiliary engines. Hey, we can fit crop armor. That saves us a bit. But we got literally no main guns right now. Triple 14s, yes. No, I can't put, hang on. I get a smaller tower. I put... Okay, we're overweight now, is the problem. Yeah, I really want to be able to put that better armor on. Hmm. 4 inches of armor isn't much, but I feel like we should at least have some sort of secondary guns. Problem is, we can't really afford any. There we go. That'll work, won't it? There you go. So we got 9 14-inch guns, 6 4-inch guns, 4 inches of armor, so basically no real armor at all. But we do have a battle cruiser that does 31 knots. So... and the accuracy is not terrible. Could be better, but it's not terrible. And we got some good citadel and anti-flood protection with good armor and good charges, so... it would be nice to fit the super heavy shells. But we literally can't afford that in weight. Because we've maxed it out entirely, so whatever. So here we are, the British Empire, which is accurate given the very Jackie Fisher-esque design we have here, versus the Chinese Empire with their battleship to the north, apparently. So, the battlecruiser Princess Royal. At least it looks like a British battlecruiser, just with triples, which we have an accuracy penalty for using triples, so maybe if this doesn't work I'll use duals and then go wing guns or something, or try and mount the turret further forward, or a barbette mount or something, and fit more of those instead. But at least we have good compartmentalization, so we should, in theory, be okay. Like I said, in theory anyway. And let us build up the speed. We're only doing 22.5 knots now. We should be doing up to 31, so... although our speed may be limited by the fact that we don't have enough funnel capacity. Nice looking ship though, really. Very basic. And the secondaries aren't going to impress anyone with only 6 4-inches. But 9 14-inch guns is quite a powerful armament, all things considered. I wonder if placing a main turret in the middle affects the machinery space or whatever your requirements are. I doubt it, but it would make sense if it did. There we go, we're doing 26 knots now. Oh, and we've spotted an enemy. What's our reasonable accuracy? So basically, we don't want to get too close. simply because we don't have the protection to handle being in close. So what are the Chinese fighting us with? Again, those look like small turrets, but I imagine they're not actually. Now turn away, we're getting too close. But we are doing 31 knots now, so... Apparently the target is doing fast speed, according to that. I don't think he'll be doing 31 knots though. In before detonation, yeah. I'm very much expecting that to happen. We've got like no armor, so I'm sure something like that is possible. Very likely possible, actually. Wait. He got a torpedo hit. How? How did he get a torpedo hit? Also, we're really getting too close. So, let's turn away. So his arm, yeah, he's brought 11 inches. What's that? So he's got 8 11-inch guns. He's got 7-inch guns, 4s and 3s, and torpedoes. So he's brought a lot of guns, 24 knots, many bulkheads, and 12.1 inches of armor. Whereas we've got guns that can penetrate that armor, just not at the ranges we've got to sort of stay around at. But we are faster than him. Still got standard bulkheads. This is actually working out so far. Famous last words, I know. Let us keep our speed up. That's the downside of taking manual control over the rudder, is you bleed off a lot more speed than when you let the auto rudder handle it. Hopefully we can keep at it. Okay, we put a little... Hang on, what's his... Okay, so... There we go. He can pen our armor with his main guns unless we are more than 10 kilometers away from him. Even then... Then again, at all ranges, our guns can pen out or arm us. Well, so far speed is armor because we've managed to do damage to him and he hasn't really done much damage to us yet. We just really need to be mindful of the fact that we are literally a tissue paper ship. The only problem, of course, is keeping the range. We're not being very accurate because our technology is limited for what our accuracy can be. Yeah, I think the Chinese had a budget emergency, so they sold their rangefinders, and as a result, they can't hit the Princess Royal, who is also doing like 30 knots, which for a World War I style setting ship, that's actually pretty good. I mean, we're struggling to hit him too, but at least we have hit him. Of course, our 4-inch guns aren't going to do like anything to him at this range. Yeah, so we've only got 4 inches of armor, but it is really good armor. Like, really advanced anyway. Well, here should be a salvo coming in. Yep, the big muzzle flashes. Muddle flashes. I don't know what a muddle flash is. Unfortunately, we didn't really hit him much. But we're back up to doing almost 31 knots. Let's speed it up a bit. God damn it, a fire. Destroyed casemate and rangefinder, oh dear. Ah, damn, they destroy one of our engines. let's tell retreat for the moment. Let's slow things down for a minute. So it damaged the engine, but it's been repaired, but we're down to 20 knots, so we've got to let our speed pick up. He's on 62%, so... No, don't do that sharp attack. Let's keep sort of this distance, because that seems to be working better for us. It'd be nice if we had better rangefinders, but we've only got the basic ones. Oh, we're really too close to him right now. Well, they've done damage to us. God damn it. Did they take out the bow turret? I can't tell. Yeah, looks like the bow turret's gone, so that's annoying. Well, we still got 6 14-inch guns, so... We haven't got our speed advantage though right now. Guessing... Oh, module's damaged. It doesn't say destroyed, so... Hopefully it will be repaired. Hey, we destroyed his secondary tech. He took ours out, so we got retaliation for it. Also, it doesn't look like they're going to repair this engine at all. Oh, moved away from the microphone. That probably wasn't a good idea. He's basically sailing a parallel course with us right now. Actually, look at that. He's about to run out of ammo. Well, not about to. He's got... oh, pardon me. He's got 80 shells left. We've got 413 shells. I'm not sure how we have so many shells, but we got so many shells still. That's got to be something you can change. Also, yeah, I don't think they're repairing that engine. So, we're a battle cruiser that's not very battle cruiser-y anymore. Yeah, it's funny because he's going to run out of shells in his 11s. That means his 7s will be his biggest threat. So we could close the distance then. Shame I can't tell the 4 inches to stop firing. Otherwise my 4 inches are going to use up all their ammo too. Annoyingly, he's slightly better condition than we are now. But he's about to use the last of his shells, so there we go. Now we can afford to close with him a bit, because his 7s can pen us. His 7s can pen us only really close. We don't have to get that close to be able to pen him. There we go. That's a strategy. Let them waste all their ammo until they run out. And then close in a bit. I should really have put a bit more armor on. Like at least 6 inches instead of 4 inches would have been nice. It's a shame we lost a turret so early on. Or relatively early on anyway. Yeah, he's only got his secondary batteries now. We're slow and we're reduced by our accuracy is going to be reduced because our tower that's been taken out. But hopefully we can get more hits on him. There you go, those are some good hits, I think. Yeah. Keeps setting us on fire, which is annoying. Come on, I want you to still open fire. Oh, there we go. Yeah, use AP on him. We've got the penetration advantage here after all. We're probably going to run out of time again before this gets anywhere. That's annoying. Let's try rushing him. That never ends poorly. We're literally running out of time anyway, so we may as well rush him. keeps bloody setting us on fire, which is annoying. Yep, this is going to be a stalemate. Because we've got 30 seconds to go, and he's still got 21 structure, not flooding. We have 30, and not flooding. So, annoyingly, we're gonna technically lose this, even though we've basically won it. But that's largely because we let him run out of ammo. It's a perfectly viable strategy, I'm sure of it. And that's the end of that. No, let's not retry that. But yeah, you can see these are all your missions you've got, so you've got quite a few. You can do a modern tech battleship. I'm not going to actually do one, but I'll just show this is what you can do. So the modern battleship hull is a Yamato hull, quite literally. The auto design, what will it give? This is apparently a Yamato built by the Austro-Hungarians, I guess, with 6 18-inch guns. That's interesting. What else can you do? This is where their shortage of parts are probably a problem. So yeah, that one, there you go, that one's only got 6 15-inch guns for some reason. There you go, that's 3x3 17-inch, so you can see there's a few things you can do. There's only one type of tower, which is the Yamato type 1. Only one type of rear one, which is the Yamato one. And then one type of funnel, which is the Yamato one. So I'm sure they'll eventually get better, but right now you can only do the same ones. And then, yeah, you can go right up to 18-inch guns. You could do up to 18-inch triples if you want, so yeah, you got your triple 17s, but say you gave a... Hang on. I want to see now. Oops. I was going to end the stream, but I want to first see now if I can get that. No. Unfortunately, it won't let me put that there. Yeah, let me just see if I can do that, so... I'm just curious if it will let you do that. Oh, you can put side guns on as well. No, thank you. There you go. It's overweight as hell, but there's an example of doing 12 18-inch guns. You'd probably need to do more realistically something like that. And even then, they're going to be too heavy. So you're not really benefiting anything there, but it's something you could do. But yeah, that is Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. It's an interesting game. As you can see, I utterly suck at it, but it's certainly got some potential. It'll be nice to see more parts added in, more hulls, possibly modular hulls would be good, so then we can do a bit of whatever we want to do. And yeah, it's certainly interesting. You can pay the extra to get access to it right now if you really want. You've only got those 21 scenarios, but there is quite a bit of replayability in them, given the AI is randomly generating ships at the same time as you are either making randomly generated ones yourself, or, you know, letting the auto design do it. So, it's certainly an interesting one, and it's nice to see more games in this genre, especially one that looks a little better than, say, you know, Rule the Waves, which is an interesting game, but it's definitely not the prettiest. But anyway, that was the game. I hope you enjoyed, and until next time, safe sailing.